When I open up a book, sometimes I will notice the typeface right away. But if I do, I'm really aware of the fact that that means that it was the wrong typeface, unless they really wanted me to notice it. Hello, my name is Vida Sačić, and I'm an artist working primarily in print media. I'm based in Chicago, and I'm originally an immigrant from Croatia. I love written language. I am somebody that gets really excited to see words on paper, and I'm specifically attracted to typography, which is the art of designing letter forms to be printed. I'm very drawn to the history of that medium, but I also really appreciate the expressiveness of it. I moved to the United States from Croatia when I was 17. A lot of my identity was something I retained. I came from Croatia a complete person, and I didn't really want to lose it. It surfaces in my tools. I work with things that I brought from Croatia, as well as, work with narratives that may come from that space. I'm gonna wake up the ink, which is basically, it just means that I'm pushing the ink around on my slab here. The ink is gonna get kind of caramely, really soft. I have a large collection of type that includes old type as well as type that I had commissioned to be produced. Some of the type I've inherited from people, some of the type I purchased, and some of the type I actually brought with me from Croatia. This type was based on the lettering that Olga Hecker made. It was called Yugoslav script, and it was a script face that combined elements of glagolitic, Cyrillic, and Latin type. I took her lettering and redesigned it to create Miss Olga, a typeface in honor of Olga Hecker. So for me, inking is it's very expressive. And in my printing, I'm not really interested in creating perfect prints. I'm hand brayering today, so all of that can be kind of done on the piece of type itself. In my work for the Chicago History Museum, self-evident, I worked with immigrants, asking them the question of what do the opening lines of Declaration of Independence mean to you? And the answers that I got surprised me. I really thought that it was interesting to note kind of the difference between how this language was originally positioned and how people are living today. So I took their responses and I printed them, looking for a creation of kind of visual fields and an expressive visual overlap that talks about the complexity of the American space. I'm really excited to have this work produced for the Chicago History Museum. And it's certainly an honor to me as an immigrant. I'm really interested in the imperfection in the type. I was trained as a fine art printer, and I try to teach my students fine printing first. You really have to know how to print something perfectly in order to be able to experiment and even play with them purposefully to distort them. So in my work, that tension between perfection and imperfection is just something that I'm always interested in exploring and pursuing. By abstracting words into textures and into kind of visual fields, I really want the viewer to feel the meaning before they read it. As somebody that is an immigrant myself, I think speaking to other folks who are immigrants or maybe even first-generation people, there is a bond and an understanding of our mutual experience. I think I'm not comfortable thinking of myself as not connected to other people. I think that for me, art making is a way of connecting, and sometimes that's so literal that I bring people into the work that I'm making. I'm really interested in that engagement. I love living in Chicago because Chicago is full of texture. It's an industrial city, and there's beautiful patinas everywhere, and there's beautiful type everywhere. Sometimes I'm driving and I stop at the red light and I'm just like taking pictures with my phone for my archive because it amuses me, because it's wonderful. And I feel the city is a huge part of my work. You know, continually being asked, when are you going home? It's like, well, I am home. This is home, and we share a sense of defining it in a way that kind of meets our aspirations and the ideals that brought us here.